Alright, so it's 12 p.m. and I'm live, exactly as I said I would be. And we're going to be discussing, did every religion come from Egypt? So there's a claim being made, and this claim has been being made for a while now, in certain movements, like the Kemetic movements, in which they think that every religion came out of Egypt or Africa. And they would often try to say that there is like no evidence that any religion predates Pharaoh Namr 3100 BC. And this is my response. That is incorrect. It's simply incorrect. We do have evidence of religions predating Egypt. And I'll even go as far as to say evidence to show that the Egyptians did a little bit of deriving of their own from other cultures. And just to say a little bit is really dwindling it down, more like a lot. A whole lot of stuff that they've said is not original. To give an example, let's start with the Sumerian god Shamash. Shamash has been worshipped since like the 4th millennium BC. Early mid 4th millennium BC. This is way before Ra was introduced into the Egyptian pantheon during the 2nd dynasty. The 2nd dynasty, I don't remember off the top of my head when that dynasty took place. Okay, here we go. From 2890 to 2686 BC. That's when the 2nd dynasties locate. That's the chronology of the 2nd dynasty, and that's when Ra is introduced. It's in that time period. Look it up. That is the first time it's mentioned in the hieroglyphs. Now, if I were to look up Sippar has been one of the earliest cities in Sumeria to be ruled by the Sumerian kings in the Sumerian kings list, the pre-deluge kings. So Sippar actually predates 3500 BC, which is the city of the sun. And it was the main cult center for Shamash. That's very important information because Shamash travels from the east to the west like every other sun god does. And then he goes into the underworld at night to bring judgment to the dead. Okay? He's also Lord of Truth, which sounds very familiar here. And sometimes he's described as piloting a solar chariot or a boat, just like the Egyptian god Ra. He even has a daughter called Kittu, the female goddess of truth. It sounds like a lot like Mat, the daughter of Ra, the goddess of truth. It don't sound like Ra's original to me. Sounds like the Egyptians ripped it off from the Sumerians. You don't believe me? Go look it up. Sippar, Sippar. That's the name of the Sumerian city. Go look it up. Shamash, Shamash. That god is way older than any Egyptian sun god. Any of them. So no, even the Egyptians did not have original beliefs, which means it is untrue, and that is that every culture based their faiths, their religion, their society on the Egyptians. They didn't. Share this video with people that you think that you think need to see this, and people that believe that every religion comes from Egypt. Please direct them to the evidence.